Hey everyone, it is Donna here, and I am going to be showing the assembly of my stacked ice cream card kit. And I did put the link of the kit. I also put the link of my sticker paper, which I'm going to be using in this kit, as well as the Amazon link to the mini stapler that I will be using, and the ink pads. I'm also going to let you know of all the Pink and Main products that I used to create this class kit. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment, ask away. If you learn something new, I love to hear that too. So hop on, leave a little comment, and I will happily answer if you have any questions. Okay, so to get started, I am going to go through and tell you everything that I used to create this set. And to start off, I used this die set, and this is Make-A-Wish die. It also comes with coordinating, well, there are coordinating stamps available. I did not use this stamp set though for the kit. I just used the dies. And the dies that I used are the ice cream scoop or cupcake scoop, however you want to use it, and the ice cream cone. And those are the only two I used from this. And the next die set that I used from Pink and Main is the zigzag rectangle dies. And I used both the large and the smaller one to create the two dies that I used in this kit. The third die that I used is the shaker tag dies. And I used the stars here to create our star cutouts that are included in the kit, as well as the little stencils. And then last but not least, I used the Let's Celebrate stamp and coordinating dies for the Stamp Out Sane. I used mirrored cardstock as well as satin cardstock, so I have two different versions of this kit. And if you are purchasing this kit new for the first time, you'll be getting the satin cardstock, as I used up all my mirror cardstock for my sold out class. And other Pink and Main items are the ice rink glitter. I also used the fabulous dauber wand, the cleanup brush, and I think that's everything. Yes. Another great product that I used is from HAI Supply. And if you head on over to HAI Supply and get any of their great products, you will receive an additional 10% off when you use code DEMODONNA. And these are their rainbow clear circles. And I use the red ones from this class. This rainbow kit also has a beautiful blue in it, which would look great with this card as well. But for this class, you receive the red. Okay, so now everything that you're going to get in this kit. Oh, hi, Karen. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. Everything you're going to get in this kit, you are going to get 4 red scoops of your ice cream. You're going to get 4 sticker paper, 4 blue, 2 red backgrounds for your word die. You are going to get 2 of your little insert pieces, 2 of the 2 background cutouts, and you are going to get 2 card fronts. They are just the card fronts for this card. So this is an A2 card base. And the Stamp and Die Cut Let's Celebrate. And then you are also going to receive your ice cream cones, some star cutouts that we're going to be using in your product, some ribbon, a little sample glitter pack, and some of the fabulous embellishments from HAI. So let's get started. I am going to start by taking this paper here, the larger of the 2 zigzag die cuts, and we are going to create a stenciled background. So that is how I did these blue stars on my background paper, is the technique we're going to do now. So I'm going to push all these guys to the side, and I'm actually going to be using my card base as my little craft mat here, just to go ahead and use the supplies that are in front of me. I am going to take, you can take your white star stencils or the tan ones. It really doesn't matter. You can even use the glitter one if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and grab my white one. And I'm going to start with my lighter color first. And I am using the Dauber wand, again available at Pink and Main. And I am using 2 ink pads today. I'm using the Warm Breeze and the Paradise, and I put the links to these ink pads as well in the little description below. So I am just going to start by tapping right into my ink, and I am just going to repeat this process all the way around the border of my card base here. And remember, this red piece we're using, so I'm just making sure I'm working in the middle of it. And if that's a little too much to keep in mind, you can obviously just do this on a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to leave a little space because I'm going to be switching off with 2 different colors. So I'm going to be using the light blue, this teal color, and then my Paradise. And don't worry if you get a little over the edges, because a lot of that isn't really going to be seen. And I'm going to go ahead and ink up the actual edges of my card as well, so it won't really be noticed. We like user-friendly card making here over at Donna Design Studio. If you are new to the group and you're interested in some upcoming classes, what you want to do is make sure when you get a notification that I've posted something new, check it out. And if it is an upcoming class, you want to purchase the kit. And before the class, I will send you an email notification with the Zoom link as well as the supplies needed for the class. So it's pretty fun. We have a lot of good times and laughs in our classes together, and it's great. Reminds me of back in the day teaching classes at the expos. So it's a lot of fun. It's interactive. It's different than just watching a live because you get to work along with me and ask questions. So I know I have students out there that may be watching this, so you can go ahead and comment if you enjoyed the classes and recruit some of your friends to come take some classes with us. Okay, I have about 3 more pounces left. 1, 2. I hope you guys are all doing well. The sun is finally shining in Minnesota. It's actually not raining, so that's good. Gives a little bit of time for all this flooding to hopefully dry up. Okay, there is my last one. So this is kind of my base so far. And then, like I said, you know, I've got sometimes a little overage on from my stenciling. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ink up my edges as well. So I'm just gonna take this and do a little circular motion and just kind of go light. And I'm also using up that ink left up on my sponge. So I did this in the class as well. I did some of the darker blue and some of the lighter teal. So of course, if you want to do it all blue versus mixing them up, you can do that as well. All right, and there we go. I have now finished my background paper, and just adding that little light blue around the edges kind of completes the look and also covers up if you did any little stenciling boo-boos. So, okay, I'm gonna do the same with my smaller zigzag die cut. Just go around and just do a little light shading here. And my last one. There we go. And now I have that one done too. All right, that is gonna be it for our stencil job. So now I have layer 1 done, and I am going to take my Rolly adhesive and glue this big piece. Oh, hi Teresa, thanks for joining me. I am headed off to Los Angeles this week, so I wanted to make sure I got on here and did this before I left. So for those that missed the class and have the kit and you're waiting for your instructions, you have something to work on over the 4th of July holiday. Okay, so you want to glue that large zigzag, glue it on all 4 edges. So make sure that's fully glued down. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to flip that over, and I'm just going to add adhesive on 3 edges here. And I am going to take my Easy Tear tape, also a fabulous Pink and Main product. And I am going to, like I said, if I can pick up the tape, there we go. Okay. I'm going to do edge number 1. There we go. And because I am going to be just adhering this on my paper, I'm going to just flip over my extra. Instead of cut it off, I'm just going to use it as added adhesive. But make sure when I put that double-sided tape down, I'm going on that stitch line because we are going to be inserting something into our card here. So you don't want to go too close and not have enough room for your little stacked ice cream cones. So there's number 1. Here is number 2. And I'm going to put that again on that stitched line. There we go. Use my fingernail tools to make sure that is pushed down nice and adhered. There we go. And for my 3rd spot, line that up on my stitch line. There we go. And I am just going to grab this piece here and flip that down. And now I have 1, 2, 3 sections. And I'm going to layer that and place that down. Try to be even. I try. There we go. And this is the base of our card, and this little spot here is left open. So just make sure you push that down so that is nice and adhered. Since this is an interactive card, you want to make sure you're using really good adhesive for the sides there. Okay, next what we are going to do is create our ice cream cone. So the first thing I'm going to do here is you could see this ice cream cone has some really fun dimension going on. So I'm going to show you the trick here. I'm just going to simply take my scissors and I'm going to cut this top piece off. So that is going to end up being that detail of the top of my cone after I put my stars on there. And I have 8 stars to use. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to start in the middle and kind of work my way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just start with that. And if I have one more spot that needs a star, I will go ahead and add it. 1, 2. I know I always make fun of my counting, but I don't know. It's just something I do. We all have our little quirks. All right, there we go. And if you notice, that guy was 2 stars. I did cut them out together, so the white stars and the tan stars, if you don't see the same amount as you have backings for, they could be stuck together. So make sure you pop them all apart. Like this guy is 2 stars. You can kind of feel the thickness of the paper. Okay, now that that has had a second to dry, I'm going to take my scissors again, and I'm just going to trim off my little star arms that are sticking out here. There's that one. There we go. And I think we're good. There is our textured cone, the little patriotic flair. And then I'm going to add the top of my ice cream cone here with a little wet adhesive. You can also use rolly adhesive. And I'm just going to lay that down right on top there. There we go. And that is my ice cream cone. Very fun. Kind of a little, with a patriotic spin. Just in time for 4th of July next week. Okay, so we have our cone done. I am now going to get out some fun stuff. We are going to use our ice rink glitter. And I'm going to grab my coffee filter here. And I know I have some little spoons. How do they run away since I'm the only one working in here? All right. Oh, there we go. I found one. Woohoo. Okay, so I've got some glitter ready to go. I am going to take my 2 of my ice cream cones here. Now, the permanent sticker paper that I'm using, I did put the link to this as well. And the cool thing about it is you have 2 options because it's a glossy cardstock on the back or the adhesive on the front. So if you wanted to skip this glitter part and just use the glossy white, you can do that in the place of the glitter ice cream cone. I like to give people that aren't, you know, super glitter supporters an option. It's always good to have a way out if you need one. So there it is. You can use the glossy side. Okay, so I'm removing the backing of my sticker paper. And then I am going to sprinkle my ice rink right on top there. And again, you do get a little sample. It'll be enough glitter for your 2 cards. But if you want to stock up and get some more, I highly recommend it. And the ice rink is a good like starter glitter because it's nice and transparent, so you can use it over colored items and just get a nice sparkle. So what I'm doing now is I'm using my finger tools to just push that in and make sure my glitter is nice and stuck. And there, that makes me, oh, and then throw it back into the pile of glitter. I'm also like tapping off the excess glitter as I'm pushing this down, so it's kind of a double duty. And now I have a nice solid glitter paper. That's the cool thing about sticker paper is you can make your own glitter paper with your glitter, any color glitter you have. Okay, my second one here, I am again tapping off and pushing in my glitter at the same time. You could also brayer flip these over and brayer them just to push all the glitter down, but my finger tools work just fine. Okay, tap, tap, tap. There we go. I'm gonna use my cleanup brush. I always say glitter and lotion on your hands are not friends, but of course I always put lotion on before the live so you're not looking at dry working girl hands. Okay, glitter off. You can even use your brush there to brush off any excess. Taco up your coffee filter. Stick that back into your baggie or in your jar. And there we go. All right, so now the fun, we get to create. So again, something you do is just make sure you got enough room for your card piece here to go in and out smoothly. I'm going to set that aside. I am going to start by just placing my guys down. So I've got my cone, I've got my red scoop. It's going to go about there. My white scoop, and then my blue scoop. Now in my class, I didn't go very high here, which is fine, but when you have that piece match up, you might want to pull your blue ice cream cone a little higher to the top. So I can eyeball it. Everything's sticking to me now. There we go. So it's okay if you go a little higher when you adhere that. All right, so now I want to make sure I glue my cone first, then the red, then the white, then the blue. So I'm just gonna scooch these guys aside, the ones that will listen. Glue my ice cream cone down. There we go. And I am just centering it and placing it on that stitched line. So there's my ice cream cone, my patriotic cone. Now I've got my red satin gloss paper. Press that down there. Again, you can just lay these out again to kind of eyeball where you want them, and that looks pretty good to me. So add a little adhesive to your glossy white or your glittery scoop. Nothing like a scoop of glitter ice cream. It's gotta be delicious. All right, and my blue. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna go a little closer to the top than my other one. There you have it. And because I'm gluing on top of glitter, I would definitely push this down. Make sure it is glued on. It's like gluing things to a glossy surface. You wanna make sure you're giving it a little extra time. So now that that's done, I am gonna take my insert piece and we are gonna glue our other ice cream cones. So you wanna make sure you're gonna do your red first, then your white, then your blue, but you wanna make sure that your blue is gonna be close to the actual top of your card. So just like we did here, you wanna lay them out and make sure you've got, you know, the spacing kind of right. Eyeball the spacing. Another important part here is you're not totally gluing your red one down, because your red one needs to kind of overlap over the blue ice cream. So I'm going to take my wet adhesive and I'm just going to go right here along the top. So just a little bit adhesive, and I'm going to set that right about there. So that is layer number one. Layer number two again, my glitter ice cream. I mean, I can't think of anything better than six scoops of ice cream. I mean, that's always a good way to enjoy the 4th. Especially these ones. or sugar-free, calorie-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free. Not free of sparkles, everybody. Not free of sparkles. Fully loaded. All right, here's my blue scoop, and I'm going to put it right on the top there. And there we go. 3 scoops and 3 scoops. Okay, now that I've got my 2 cones together, I am going to add some of my blue glitter stars, and I'm going to pop these out eventually. I kind of use my fingernail tool and gently pull these guys out. I don't want to rip my little stars, but it happens. It's paper. All right, so work those out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 4 on each of them. There we go. Really made me work for it. Okay, so here is my 4 stars, and I think I'm gonna do 1 per scoop here, 1 and 2. I'm going to do 1 on the large one on one side and the large one on the other side. And then I'm going to save, I'm going to add the 2 down here. My 2 smaller ones for a little added bling on my card. There we go. Push those down. And now for my blue, I have 1, 2, I'm going to do 8 per card. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and a large one. And remember, some of these could be stuck together. All right, I'm going to add my big star first. You have 2 large stars in your kit, and these are going to be your little handle. And I glued that wrong, but that's okay. It's gonna go like this. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the top of it with no 1, 2, maybe I'm just gonna do 3. I'm going light with this one. 1, grabbing my picker-upper tool. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I like that. And then maybe I'll do 5 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Star sprinkles, a little extra patriotic fun. 1 and 2. So there are 5 little star sprinkles. Works for me. Cute. Okay, next what we're gonna do, so you get in your kit a 6-inch piece of satin ribbon. You're gonna fold it in half, and I am just gonna go across like that. So just cut it in half at an angle, and I am now folding it in half here, pushing it down to add a little. I am now going to add some of my bling from HAI Supply, just a little extra. Pick this guy up. Sometimes fingernails do not work for paper crafting. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's the best tool to have. And sometimes I am working against it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add a strip of glue right here. I'm gonna use one of my banners, just like so. I'm gonna take my Let's Celebrate, add a little bit more adhesive. You can also pop up your banner, but I'm making a flat card, a mail-friendly card. And that, my friends, is the end of our really fun ice cream interactive card. So this is how it would mail, and then you could just pop that up and add those extra 3 scoops. So that is everything, my friends. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you would like to scoop up one of these card kits and create along with this live or YouTube video, it'll be a lot of fun. Or you can look forward to some of my future Zoom classes. We would love to have you. And thank you to all my students that have joined my classes and participated. It has been a really fun time with you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.